Hi there, it's Monique here from 360 Degrees, your alternative solution. I have just finished the second half of a children's restoration healing for a child that has ADHD, sensory processing disorder, anxiety, oppositional defiance disorder, autism, and very low self-esteem, not feeling good enough, very obsessive with perfection, very, very, very bad anger issues. It is never ever what you actually think it is. These are all medical terms that people get used to seeing on doctors' forms when they take their child and then come back out. But what all of this was actually tied to was the child in the last life that he was in before he came here had been in a very, very, very evil, wicked child trafficking incident where the country was a very poor country and the family that he was from had gone to the local witch in the village and asked to have him given away to become prosperous. Now, what this actually entailed was the witch had taken his energy, actually drawed it out of his body, and then drew it out of his body, and then she had given it to the trafficking people, and the trafficking people put him into a blanket and wrapped him up and then packaged him off around the world to the next people. When the next people got a hold of him, they brutally assaulted him sexually, and then not long after that he died. So I know this because I had to go in through all them different lives, and I had to go in and heal every single part of that damage. There was about 30 areas in his body where there was blockages and severe damage. There was about, honestly, 80 or 90 entities that had attached to his body. Up in his head where all these disabilities were, he actually had about, far out, 60 or 70 of them just in his head alone, presenting as medical illnesses, but they actually weren't. They were negative energy entities in his brain and in his head and in his sorry, it was just so overwhelming, in his ears and in his throat and up in his pineal gland and up on his crown and all these areas, completely and utterly destroying this kid's life. And this goes through your etheric field, your energy field, your DNA, your genetic line, things like that. It passes on through each lifetime. So I've just gone in and cleared the entire lot of it out and restored the whole lot with spirit and healed every single part. The parents have already seen changes from the first healing, and I've just finished the second one, which is the final one. Don't ever sit there and think that what the doctor tells you is right, because it's not. There is most likely 99.9% of the time is going to be something else. So if you feel like you would like to try other options and actually see what the root of the cause is and what the actual problem is, then please give us a call, and I can help you with your children, with their disabilities, with their illnesses and things like that. There is nothing worse than actually being falsely under an influence of thinking something is something medical when it's actually not. Okay? There's a chance to make the disabilities stop and the illnesses stop and the mental disorders stop. There are many, many parents that I work with, many, many children that get healed. I'll leave you my number, and if you want to try something different and actually get the results that nobody else is getting other than other healers that do the same sort of work, please give me a call. My number is 0498 465 066. Thank you. Goodbye.